we're gonna dig deep into the book now. Pimpin' Ken is from the Milwaukee area. You from the Milwaukee area? You probably know where he was pimping at. Yeah. So how Pimpin' Ken got into the pimp game is, I guess how any other pimp gets into the pimp game. They had, some influences. Some guys they knew were pimping. They actually part of the pimp game. Well, rule number one: the game is meant to be sold, not told. So meaning that another pimp really won't just sit down with you and just tell you the rules to the game. You got to find it out for yourself. If pimping is meant for you, then you're going to find out the rules. The more you pimp, the more you stay in the pimp game, you're going to find out the rules. Nobody's going to sit down with you and explain like it's some regulations on pimping. Now, there's some guys out there who got lucky, caught a pimp out of their correct mode or frame of mind, who gave them a few little rules, but never the whole game. You're never going to have a pimp sit down unless you go, what? Buy a book. Then they're going to sell you the game. It's meant to be sold, not told. Yeah. But so he got with a couple of old veteran pimps. They taught him some game, he had a friend that was pimping before him. Now Pimpin' Ken started pimping when he was 16. Yeah, I know that's crazy, right? But this is a different time. This is early 80s. This is not modern day. So different time frame where Pimpin' Ken was doing his thing. So Pimpin' Ken gets into the pimp game. He gets his first worker. That's what we're gonna call me. His first worker, called the Cherry Red. Yeah, that was named his first worker. Yeah, and she was 18, and it's sad, but according to the book and Pimpin' Ken's own words, she was a professional by that time. Like she been through a few pimps, been to a few organizations, so she knew the game. So she would spit some game on Pimpin' Ken, and that teach him how to pimp correctly, because he didn't know nothing about breaking a worker. Breaking a worker is how you introduce them to your organization. Now, when you introduce them to your organization, this is not like any other job. You can go start a job broke. Being a pimp and being a worker is, no, you can't come in broke, and you shouldn't leave the organization broke. So a worker has to come with you already with some type of worth, meaning currency, money. Your worker just can't come to you, according to this book, with just $0. No. So Pimpin' Ken always had a fee. Now his fee could be from $500, depending on the quality of the worker, to $1,200. Really, it was whatever the worker had on their pocket. And if the more money the worker had, the better quality worker, they proved to be. So, Pimp Ken, he got his first worker, gave him about, I think it was $800, not too sure. It was a nice, this is $800 back in the, 90s. This was a lot of money. So he gets his first joint, and, he serves the other pimp. Now, serving another pimp, according to this book, I know it sounds dumb, but yes, you got to serve a pimp. When you serve a pimp, meaning you go take their worker from them, and you got to either write them a letter, leave them a note, or, just a phone call. Hey, this is Pimpin' Ken. I've been running games since I've been out the can. I'm the man. Type of slip pimp talk, basically letting them know I got your worker. Why they do this is a courtesy call to let the other pimp know I got your worker. It's a chance to get it back. Reevaluate your business plan for your company. Or if the pimp chooses to let the worker go, they go. Yeah. Now comparing this book to Iceberg Slim, pimp is a big difference. If you ever were Iceberg Slim's pimp and read this, it's day and night different. Iceberg Slim gave you the raw, like unfiltered, the dirty, grimy, no glitz, glamour, just struggling, surviving type of pimping, where he's pimping out of a old Cadillac with like $10 to his name. That's Iceberg Slim era. Then again, that was 60s, early 70s Iceberg Slim era of pimping. This is when the pimp game, I guess, kind of been officially started. So there really was no rules to it. So, there was no rules to it. Here we got Pimpin' Ken mentioned something weird, like, you got gorilla pimping, Godzilla pimping, and then straight pimping. Now, Godzilla pimping apparently is when you just a boss of all pimps, you do as you please. Gorilla pimping is when you just strong arming, other workers from different pimps. You're taking them, you're doing as you please. You ain't following none of the courtesy laws, the rules. You just doing as you please, which is a no-no in the game, because if you gorilla pimping, you drawing attention to the track. The track is basically the meeting area for all organization workers and pimps to get together and, do work. Yeah, so gorilla pimping is a no-no. And then you just got straight pimping. What is straight pimping? Pimping is like, let's say, straight pimping is you find a worker and you're not trying to manipulate her more than you need to. You're not trying to sell her the world diamonds. It is like, I'm a good guy. I'm going to take you out of this life. We're going to have a house and 3 kids and a white picket fence. No, straight pimping is from your initial meeting. You let her know, I'm a pimp. You are a worker. Can you get down with this? If you're going to get down with this, I need all the money in your pocket right now. There is no trying to swingle her, manipulate strong arm. No, it's straight pimping. You let the worker know what you're about. Your position in the organization and her position in the organization. There's no mixed signals. It's straight up like, yo, I'm a pimp. You are a worker. What are we going to do from here? Now, a lot of other pimps, according to Pimpin' Ken, they don't do straight pimping. They try to make a worker their girlfriend, their wife, which is absolutely a no-no. There's workers and then there's pimps. You got to know which one you are. Now, I'm going to just speed through this because I'm not going to sit here all day and talk about pimping. That's not me. I don't believe in pimping whatsoever. So let's get to the end of the book. Pimpin' Ken mentions something. Being a pimp is more of a state of mind. It's not what you are, it's what you do. It was just a job for him. He never wanted to really just be the pimps of all pimps. No, it was just a means to an end. He used the money from the pimp game to elevate into different levels of hip hop and being a producer to producing his own movie. And my favorite part about the book, Pimpin' Ken got all these other thirsty rappers and industry people to sponsor his birthday parties and his players ball for years and never gave them a single dollar. Yes, he was pimping the hip hop industry, men included. He was getting grown men to sponsor his birthday parties because they just wanted to be around him. They got nothing out of it. They got no financial gain whatsoever just to say, I was around Pimpin' Ken. Yes, he pimped the whole entire industry and he's no longer pimping. Let me know what you think about this book review. I mean, would I recommend you pick up Pimpology if you're interested in that kind of lifestyle? And no, once again, I don't promote pimping. I don't believe in human trafficking, but that's what pimping is. It's human trafficking. That's not sugarcoated. That's not sugarcoated. It's human trafficking. So let me know what y'all think about this. This is a brand new, different type of book review. More bizarre book reviews coming.